I'm Ricky Jenkyn from Axedale on Russells Bridge Road. The farm is located 8 kilometres downstream from Axedale. Farming background is my dad was off the land, but he left quite early. I've had this property for the last 10 years running an Angus stud here at Axedale. The size of the property here is roughly about 230 acres. Traditional cattle country, being on the river and with big gum trees and grasses to suit. The river frontage here copped a fair bit of a hiding from past graziers, so the condition of the banks weren't that flash. So that's what really drew me to investigate getting it fenced off and getting it back to its natural habitat. The caring for the Campaspe project has resulted in about 1.6 kilometres of fencing with plenty of access gates located at positions that are suited for it. The results have been that it's so much easier to draft cattle, especially with calves, down this section of the river now. So that's made life a lot easier, and also not only that but crossing over to neighbours' properties too, which always an issue along here. So it's been a great thing. I think the fencing's been great for the stock health due to cattle staying out of the river with potential of getting stuck in the mud and losing livestock, along with young calves as well, which is hard for them to get out of the river also. Yeah, especially in the drought conditions. I heard about the incentives through local media, mainly print media. So that's where I picked it up from, and made the call to CMA, and it all happened pretty quickly from there. The concerns I had originally with fencing the river was that I might lose a fair bit of acreage and grazing areas, but my mind was put to rest once I met the member of the CMA out here, and basically I could pick the line of fencing that I wanted to pick, and it's been a very good, positive outcome. In regards to the fencing, the quality was first class. Again, I got to pick the materials that I wanted to use, with a 7-strand fence, electrified. There was a couple of sections that were close to the river, so there's options there with lay-down fencing or fencing that's easy to reconstruct once a flood comes through. And I've had that situation in 2016 where the flood come through. I was lucky that the CMA made great suggestions where the fences were to go, and that really limited the issue with once the flood come through. The results with fencing off the river has been tenfold. You know, when family members have come out here, they've really noticed that the change in the habitat and the natural species that have really popped up, especially with the black wattles, the native grasses. It's just been a really dramatic change for the better. I think with the environmental flows, I can really see the health and the quality of the river lift after that's been through. Cleans the banks, and you can just see everything sort of comes to life. I'd love to promote caring for the Campaspe project to other farmers. I think it's a great initiative. When this project popped up, I thought this is the ideal win situation for both parties. For the CMA and as a landowner, it's been great. So I'd really encourage farmers to get on board. It's not only the fencing that has been a great thing, but the follow-up from the CMA hasn't stopped. It's been quite consistent, and that's been a real bonus as well.